Maryam Monsef is the 30-year-old Liberal MP who was appointed to cabinet and put in charge of a total overhaul of our electoral system. Yeah, 30 years old, first real job, put her in charge of dismantling a 150-year institution, Canadian democracy. What could go wrong? Changing how Canada elects its MPs isn't just an ordinary vote in Parliament. It's a vote that will affect all future votes. It's like changing the rules to a game. And there couldn't be a bigger conflict of interest for a political party trying to do that. Gee, do you think there's any chance they might be tilting the rules in their favor? It's tantamount to a constitutional amendment, but Monsef refuses to allow her changes to be put to Canadian voters in a referendum. Why not? What could be more democratic than that? But Monsef has a better idea. She wants to go to social media, see how many people click like on Facebook or tweet something on Twitter. I'm not even kidding. Listen to this.
Yesterday, the first day that we brought forward the conversation on electoral reform, the hashtag electoral reform on Twitter alone garnered nearly 12 million impressions in one day. This is the 21st century way, and we will ensure that all voices who don't traditionally engage are included in this conversation.
So she wants to fundamentally change Canadian democracy because she loves Canadian democracy. Just not enough to let people democratically reject her ideas. But, a Twitter vote is good enough. Oh, and if you disagree with her, you're obviously racist.
I appreciate the honourable member's desire to hear from Canadians, but I've yet to hear from him or his colleagues on how a referendum could help us hear from those who don't traditionally engage in the democratic process. Like young people, women, Indigenous persons, those with disabilities and exceptionalities, those living in the remote and rural regions of this country. We need to ensure that the tools we use to hear from Canadians are in line with the 21st century's needs and the possibilities to make sure that all Canadians across this great nation are included in this important conversation.
What a kook. Hey, here's a question, a bit weird, but Monsef herself is a bit weird. This is a report in Le Devoir. It says, politics presented itself to Maryam Monsef in 2014. The young woman intended to return to Afghanistan, where a job waited for her. She sold her furniture, gave up her pretty apartment in downtown Peterborough, and declined enticing professional offers, unquote. Hang on. So 2 years ago, this same Maryam Monsef was selling her furniture, getting ready to go back to Afghanistan, where she was born, to live there again now? And now, just 2 years later, she's telling Canadians that we need to totally overhaul our democracy, change our oldest democratic traditions, and if you disagree with her, you're racist. No, Maryam Monsef, you're the racist one, spitting on the country that took you in as a refugee, the country that you thought so little of. You were ready to abandon us 2 years ago, and now you dare to call legitimate policy-based criticism of your half-baked schemes so obviously designed to favor the Liberal Party bosses. You have the temerity to play the race card instead of submitting your scheme to voters? What a disgrace. Here's a hint, folks. When the Liberal Party talks about race or feminism, that's their poker tell, that's their giveaway. That means they're about to pull a fast one on you, but they want to embarrass you into shutting up by calling you racist and sexist first. In fact, that theory explains why such an unqualified MP like Monsef, who thinks so little of us, she was about to abandon us just 2 years ago. It explains her entire existence in cabinet. Not that she has any experience or talent. It's to lie professionally on behalf of the Liberals. And if anyone objects, well, she'll call you a racist, sexist. For the Rebel.media, I'm Ezra Levant. Thanks for watching. Click here to never miss a Rebel update. Want even more of the Rebel? Well, click here to become a premium member.